Yo, bros! Welcome to the Synergy Lab, man! Today's synergy is gonna be totally radical! Yeah! Okay, I'm gonna stop. I tried to do like a surfer man who goes on the water with the board and then does the thing with the waves and is like, yeah, look at me, oh, but I couldn't do it. I don't know how to do it. I don't think I have the right stuff. Can you imagine me trying to surf? Oh my god, I would be wobblier than a greased up penguin in an ice rink being chased by fat bastard. Oh my god. And you may think that's a very specific example I just gave, but no, I've seen it in my dreams. It's like an omen, and I don't understand it. I don't know what it means. I keep dreaming of fat bastard chasing a greased up penguin. If any of you are good at interpreting dreams, please, I need you to step forward. I need you to tell me what it means. I need you to tell me. Anyway, my name is Rage, and welcome to the Synergy Lab. And I do mean it. I do want a paragraph in the comment getting your, like, soothsaying, I'm seeing something in your future so that I can be prepared and work out an anti-plan for what's going to happen. So what we're going to do today, as you may have seen by the title of the video, is the ultimate MONSTROS long. And, of course, this was helped very much along by the discovery of the most glorious bug in the entire world, which is the ability to have ourselves instant monstro lungness. And you probably knew this was coming, but obviously the question at hand here, seriously, look at the back of your hand. Oh, how freaky would that be if you actually look and there is just writing of the question there. Okay, so look, we've triggered the bug and now we got blah 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 blah, which is obviously awesome. So for now, we're gonna move ourselves, our little scientist tushy, all up to the next floor and expand it, because what you'll find out, again, if you look at the back of your hand, that would actually be really cool interactive viewing, wouldn't it? If I had the ability while commentating, and also like the surfing bro thing at the beginning is relevant to later in the episode. I didn't just go, you know, it'll be fun today, I'll just do a terrible surfer man board dude at the start of the video. That'll be fun as Retrovision. It will become relevant. But how good would that be for like interactive Isaac or any video really? I could just ask you to look at your hand and you'd see like a really detailed, hell, maybe even moving like an animated picture on your hand, just giving you like an example of what it is that I'm trying to convey, and you can like be like, I get what you mean. I mean, it might not be great for me because I tend to describe some less than fun. Well, not really less than fun, but I guess the more accurate description is hella messed up. Yeah, we'll go with hella messed up stuff. So maybe that's not for the best. Alright, so we'll keep messing that up, then we will go into here, and what I was going to say is, honestly, this synergy is kind of elegant in the fact that we're really not going to be adding a crazy amount of items. We're really not. There's not a large amount that goes into this. We're going to get Cricket's body. Yes, we are. When we're already, even at this stage, with just 7 items, though I guess the black candle doesn't really count as part of the actual synergy, but even with just these 7 items, we're already kind of starting to see where we're going. But I like that. I think it's very cool that there exists a synergy so awesome, but so small in its item count that it just rocks the world. And obviously, it thankfully exists due to just the ability to just spam MONSTROS lung like this. Like, it is just delicious. I feel like if we could condense it into a sweet, I think it would be fizzy cherry. I'm seeing fizzy cherries in my future. I think that's it. In fact, talking of soothsaying, that's like how we need to do it. I think you need to go into like a mystic's hut, and he's there predicting your future, and in order to predict it successfully, you have to put your hand into a big jar of sweets, and then depending on what you pull out, that gives you a clue as to what lies ahead in days to come. So if you pull out like a toffee, you're probably going to get into like a sticky, difficult situation that you're really going to have to work harder to chew through. But if you pull out like sherbet, something exciting but fleeting is going to happen. Something that gives you like a little bit of a kick. That would be really, in fact, it would work really nicely. I feel like if you pull a chocolate out, then something good, but not terribly crazy, but just something that you kind of want will go down. But then if you pull out like a black licorice, which is one of the worst sweets ever invented by man, it does mean you are going to get shot, so that's unfortunate. Alright, so for once, we're not going to take the row of these, and we're not going to take Libra, because this requires careful balancing. We are very deliberately going to take Polyphemus, and right now, we've kind of got what I love about this, and now is why the bro was happening, because this looks like Isaac is riding a blood tidal wave into battle, and that is great. So are you ready? Will you slowly go forward? Does that not look amazing? This tide of red blood behind me as we slowly progress. The orb of the tears looks like the crest of the wave that's about to crash forward. The blood in the back looks like the wave as it's reaching up to its heights, and then Isaac surfing on the top towards his enemies. Is that not fantastic? I mean, obviously, I got a lot more for you, and there's a lot of ways this can go, because this really is a very, very big personal preference synergy. I will definitely say that. For example, if you very much wanted to, you could run, careful, you could get all of the colors. You could have green, red, and purple tears, as well as the normal red in here, and have a nice little, like, multi-ball color, but I don't like that, because I want a consistent wave. That's what I really like about this. So I'm not going to go get all the colors, but you could, and you could make it nice and multicolored. So be aware of that. You know, you gotta be aware. You must be scared of all of nature. Be aware. There's danger around every corner. Be aware. You're probably best to just stay inside and keep yourself wrapped up. But that would be a very different song. The Home Safety and General Healthiness Disney Musical. I think that's what we need in our lives now. Remember to not touch light switches. In fact, disconnect your electricity. You hurt to fry and die in a blaze of smoke. I mean, you would, to be fair. It probably hurts quite a lot to be electric shocked. Though, to be fair, would it? I mean, you'd probably lose all feeling pretty quickly as your insides get roasted and melted. So, while it's kind of horrific, it's not that bad, right? I'm going to get rubber cement. We're going to get Deadeye. Add a little bit of power to this, and it lightens up the wave a little, which I like, because obviously water tends not to be a deep red color unless you are in hell itself, in which case you have worse problems than the color of the water. Like the problem that I currently have, which is, how do I get out of this room? So we might have one of those where I need to enter a card. Yeah, it's kind of messed up a little bit here. Yep. All right. Well, guess we're empering. Look how rapidly it murders everything. It's really good. I guess we'll just move on. I didn't really expect that to happen, but whatever. We'll just pick up our items here. Oh, man. If you have, like, full... In fact, I was going to say, God, imagine the shark attacks if the water was just pure blood, but then actually it wouldn't encourage more shark attacks, because think about it. If everywhere is blood, that's like a sensory overload. They'd never be able to pinpoint you. We want to grab the triple, quad, and double, which sounds like a really nice band name. 1, 2, 3, 4, it's the triple, quad, and double. Come here the trouble, we're gonna make you in a muddle with our name. That works well, right? So we want a load more tears coming out. This is going well. The tidal wave thickens. Yes, it does. And then we very specifically just want the safety pin. It's just enough range and shot speed to really carry this wave forward. It's very delicate, this Synergy Lab. It could shatter at any moment like a glass baby. I mean, granted, a glass anything could shatter at very moment. I don't know why I went specifically for the baby there, but I guess it just seemed easier at the time. And I mean, it kind of is easier at the time. Have you ever even seen a baby? Those things are defenseless, those silly little babies. Alright, I am going to get myself some more items. I know, that is shocking, right? You are shocked to hear that. So, what I like is the pulse worm with this, because it really exponentially increases the size of everything, because we could do all the others, and they do have some cool applications. The wide one there is kind of nice. This one I don't mind, because the hookworm kind of represents the craziness of actual water, but I don't like how ununiform with the wiggly waggly's okay, and again kind of helps with the water feel, but still not crazily. And don't get me started on the ring worm, just doesn't kind of work. Though I do like that. Isn't that cool? It's like a blitz carpet bomb of blood. Definitely looks awesome in its own right, but I like this because it just makes it massive, and we just like it when it's huge. Okay, so we are then going to go on to our lovely I mean, look, just going through the room and having just this explosion of blood, the occasional glow from the Denai accuracy. It's just very, very nice and not too subtle. And hello, guys! You do take a little bit of damage if you go a little bit too mental into enemies, but that won't be a problem later on. Oh no, oh no, oh no. See, I would kind of like to take something like Abaddon to get rid of all of our red hearts, so we can be a little bit safer, but at the same time, that's going to give us a Fury shot type thing, and I don't want that going on, because it'll ruin the effect a little bit. How embarrassing would it actually be if I died in Synergy Lab? God damn, it's taken me a while to kill these hearts. Alrighty, here we are then for the first time. Well, not for the first time, I guess. First time getting an item that isn't just useful utility. So what we're going to grab, you may have guessed, Holy Light, because I just like it. Because you got to remember, we're going for a wave here, and as I said, tends not to be surfing on blood, so we do need a few little things. If we get Incubus, it's not as good because there's just too much going on. Like, this is just the perfect amount. But as I said, it's a lot of personal preference going on in this one. A lot of personal preference. So prepare yourselves, everyone, to say goodbye to this lovely wave. Because honestly, this for me, right here, is definitely worthy of Synergy Lab. I mean, it just looks great. This solid, blood red tidal wave cascading through the room. I love it. But we want to go full wave, and we want something a little bit more visually spectacular. So we are going to grab the Crown of Light. And it is very, very good, because now we've got the wave color, and also, oh, the explosion of blue power as we surge through the room, and then this massive trail of watery puddleness that we leave on the floor in its wake. Does this not look just beautiful? And I love it because we don't use Crown of Light that often. We've not picked it up once in any Synergy Lab, and it's nice to have that going. There are a few little things left, and obviously, as we're not on full health, we are back to our normal bloody red waviness, but I just love the spam explosions. And again, this one all about your personal preference. Look at the back of your hand. You got two choices. You can either take the Crown of Light for the blue wavy explosion, or you can take yourself the Head of the Keeper and have the golden coins be the wave and ride a wave of money and have a more yellowy explosion as the coins expire on the floor. So that's the big choice you got to make here, apart from choosing what colors you want represented in your wave. In your basic wave. So we need to get ourselves to the item room so I can get myself some health and actually keep our main synergy going, and we will finish it, at least to my preference, on this floor. And here we are. How you doing, everyone? Everyone looking cool? Let me go find myself some raw liver, and then we kind of need to get a nice amount of spirit hearts on top of that. I guess the super bandage will do it. There we go. Nice little buffer amount. So yeah, we could take charm, we could take fear shot, we could take freeze shot, but I don't like it. I like to keep it pure. So we'll go reactivate the triangles and just, oh, I love it so much. But we are going to take just one more thing, and that is our torn photo. We do want it just a little bit wider, just a tiny little bit with that extra shot speed here. It's just very, very delicate. I like it. Shh, don't wake the synergy, baby. No, what? Oh, that doesn't make a difference. It's just a little friend. It's just going to fly around the room and be completely forgotten in the glory. So that's okay. So we'll just keep surging along here. And I just love how it looks like a crashing explosive energy wave going forward. We are now like future tech surfing. So what we're going to grab as well, which admittedly is not something we get often, Spoonbender. We're going to home this. And the reason for it is we now still have these lovely bright blue flashes, but look, the dark deep purple of the triangles is so nice and looks so much better on the floor than just the pure blue. The contrast and the explosion and the color, I think, makes for some very, very, very compellingness. I do indeed. Yes, I do. What I kind of do want, just for a second, is we're going to get piercing tears, which won't really do much at the moment, but one thing I did forget to show you, which I will rectify forthwith, because I would be remiss to not give you the full seed experience, is if I take some damage, and the best way to do that is actually to go to the spacebar item room. Forgive me for my confusion as to where the hell I am. Admittedly, it's hard to remember every single item in every single room and its placement. It really, really is. So let's, can I go out the top? Is the one? Yay! There is one here. That's lovely. And you can also do things like add tiny planet to this. You can also add the alien beam, and I think we might do that because I do want to show you the maximum amount of stuff with this one. So we just have this indomitable, explosive mass of God. Hey, here we go then. So this is what it looks like with the piercing shots when we have the triangles leading the way. Still very cool, still very much a wave, but I just can't get over the explosive nature of this look. And now that we have the odd red glow, now that we're fighting enemies, I mean, just yes. And the fact that it switches between them, I really like that as we take damage, because both is just awesome. So I actually don't need to be here anymore, but I guess, you know, when in Rome, we may as well see as the Romans see. Where is it? Where are you? Here we go. So this is quite nice. Look at that. Just a nice little... Just a nice thing to add to it on top, you know? Everybody likes a bit of icing. Except me, because icing is horrible, sickly, and I don't know why anyone likes it. I hate it. I hate it! I hate it! I hate it so much. I know I shouldn't get this angry about frosted treats, but god damn! Oh, god damn, I seethe when I see a baker's. It's really quite embarrassing. It really, really is quite embarrassing. Talking of bakers and embarrassing, all right, I'm gonna say something here. I think that sausage rolls are amazing. Of course I do, because they're freaking sausage rolls. I mean, let's not go crazy here. Sausage rolls are great. However, and this you may disagree with me here. However, I do believe that cold sausage rolls are in fact much superior to warm sausage rolls. I think a freshly baked sausage roll that you then allow to go cold, look at that, that's so good. Just, the explosive wave everywhere is much nicer than a warm one. I just can't stand warm ones. I think they're awful. So, the question is then, how did I embarrass myself? Well, I used to go for lunch at school. I used to walk down to a street with loads of shops on, loads of places to get food, and there was a baker's there, and there was a Greg's and a Coupland's, for those of you that know the names off by heart. And obviously they do sausage rolls. What kind of baker worth its baking salt does not do sausage rolls? Whoever invented this, by the way, whoever invented sausage rolls, they are a good person. They are someone who dared to go, you know, I really like sausages. You know, I like the meatiness of a sausage. I like the pork that goes into it. I like me some pig. But I also like me some pastry. I do. I like the flakiness. I like the butteriness. I like the feeling of it in my mouth. So what about, right, we take a pig and we wrap it in pastry and we eat both of them at the same time. And it's bloody genius. But also, I imagine there was some raised eyebrows at the baker. He asked to cover his sausage in pastry, because you gotta specify when you're talking about such sensitive matters. Probably better for the doctors if you feel a need to cover your sausages in pastry, especially at that heat. I mean, that's gotta scald. Like, that's gotta leave it raw and sensitive. What am I talking about? Bloody hell. So, sausage rolls, prefer them cold. So I walked into Baker's, you know, put my best Yorkshire accent on, and I was like, oi, love. No, I wasn't. I don't think I could bring myself to do that. Well, that annihilated the boss rush pretty adequately. I think we can all agree there. And I was like, so I'd like a sausage roll. And they were like, certainly. You went to go get one. But I was like, wait. This is going to sound weird. Do you have any cold sausage rolls? And they were like, no, they're freshly baked. And I'm like, I know, I want one that is freshly baked, but have you got one that's been lying around for a while and has got kind of cold? Because I want that one. And of course they're looking at me like I'm a freaking moron. I mean, to be fair, Greg sometimes do have packets of packaged 4 sausage rolls that are cold, but they didn't have one this time around. Obviously, I wouldn't have asked. God, look at the beautiful light show of this. Just gorgeous. It really is. And the thing is, you can go mental. You can add mysterious liquid. You can make it magnetic. You can make it really, really fast tears and loads of range so it bounces around the room. But I just like it straight in front of me. Perfect explosions. It very much is a build your own synergy lab. Yeah. So can I have a cold sausage roll? And they're like, no, we don't have one. So I was like, alright, forget it then. Forget it. There's no need to be cold about it. And they chuckled. No, they honestly chuckled. They didn't look at me like I was touched. That's fine. I do like that that's become an expression. Well, I say become. For a while been an expression to someone that's insane. That they are touched. Obviously implying touched with madness. But it's like somebody touched you and made you insane. That would be a curse. That would be a bigger curse than Midas himself. It really would. Because it's one thing to touch someone and turn them into a golden statue. At least then they're kind of dead. But to touch someone and turn them literally insane? That's just cruel. And also, this looks like a gemstone that's come out of the synergy. That is wonderful. We can sell it on the black market and fund my evil plan to build a frickin' laser beam as we move down. Alright, so I'm going to show you one little addition to this then. Another way that it is kind of good for those of you that want something a little bit more mental. So we'll grab Tiny Planet. And then this kind of goes ridiculous because it forces it into this lovely circle. So now I'm imagining, if we get our crown back up, so now I'm imagining I'm more kind of a waterbender rising up on a tornado of water swirling around me, which is very neat, is it not? Like, that's kind of nice imagery. And the cool thing about this is this works very differently with the worms. We have this one, which kind of makes it back to tiny. We have this one going mental around us. And for some reason, this, which is cool, like, look at that, the like, massive amount of explosions everywhere, and then, once again, very close around us, because I don't really have much shot speed or range, because for some reason, grabbing Pulse Worm just makes it so much bigger than the other worms. It really is. I don't know what it is about it when it's pulsing, but it's just so much bigger. So we got that, a nice little change, making it more circular, more central towards you with the Tiny Planet, even when we're still at this one. And I love the other little colours coming through, the odd glow of the red and the holy light. And the fact that you can't really see the tears, it does just look like a permanent water fountain splash zone that I am atop of, which I really, really, really like. So we'll get that going, slaughter all of them as the hands come down. So I asked for this cold sausage roll, I got denied. So I went to the other bakers, and this is where I thought I was being really clever as a business person. I thought I was being, incredibly smart. So I went to the other one, and I was like, can I have a cold sausage roll? And they were like, no, we don't have deliberately cold sausage rolls. And then here is when I grinned, my plan coming to fruition. My plan of awesome. Are you ready for this? My plan went thusly. Well, your rival bakers down the street said they'd be more than happy to give me a cold sausage roll. Of course, you know, I'm there, the smug kid saying that. Also, this is a very dangerous synergy because I have to get really close to enemies. I hope you're evaluating it in the comments. Yes, while riding a comet. You better be riding a comet. While doing that, I hope you are evaluating this for its power, its beauty, its ease of obtainability. And of course, its survivability and your general feeling. Oh, Judas's shadow time. Which is, yeah. A nice little bit of damage. Just look at that permanent explosion. And then when we want to raise it into the air. Oh, glorious days. Hey, you guys. So good. So freaking good. I love it. I love it so much. So obviously I'm there feeling really smug, you know, filled with a need to outdo their competitors. They will tell me, well, actually I was just lying. I totally have some. Unfortunately, guys, by the way, with this synergy, I can't really go to the hush. I will kind of die. I mean, did I kill the spotlight to get topside? I feel like I killed the spotlight to get topside. How the hell did I even manage that? I guess it looks like we're forcibly going to the hush. Yay! I am a little bit upset. I mean, I guess we could go down. It's not like it makes a big difference. We just couldn't get to Mega Satan. So, I guess let's grab Mask of Infamy. I'm basically just trying to get every bit of survivability in this room before I have to go face by doom. That's really my objective. Oh, god damn. Alright, anything at all that's going to give me actual health. Oh, we do have the meat, but then I lose the ability to have the shield, but I think being able to take more hits is probably for the best, I think, overall, compared to the invincibility. I mean, I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong, but I really don't really have another choice, really, if you really know what I'm kind of really saying, really. And no, I will not stop saying, really. You are at my mercy! Alright, yeah, there's nothing going on. Fine, I will go to the hush, and I will accept it, and it will be glorious, okay? It will be glorious as this permanent nuclear explosion occurring. And its bright loveliness calling you towards it, calling you to the light. The glorious light. So obviously their reply to my attempt to start some sort of bakery rivalry, like they're gonna do a pastry drive-by with like bazookas that launch sausage rolls and catapults that fire pasties. Okay, now I seriously do need the Great Bakery War. I absolutely need the Great Bakery War. That's amazing. All like baked good themes weapons. Oh man. I guess we'll get Mini Rush for the loveliness and the parasite. I can't take it because the orange just completely ruins everything. I'm sorry, parasite. I love you. You're adorable. Glory to the Hypnotoad. But you're too orange for me. And if that makes me a bad person, then so be it. Ooh, Hierophant, thank you very much. Okay, I mean, to be fair, this should completely and utterly... Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. It's just I have to get really close. Okay, we did it. All right, Hush, how are you doing, man? See, when I'm actually hitting him, it's fine. It's just because the explosions are so much bigger Then that. Oh, look how much damage that is doing. That is glorious. I'm already surrounding him in a lake of moisture. That sounds a lot worse than a lake of water, doesn't it? A lake of moisture. Just gotta get close. Alright, what was I worried about? Holy hell! It is absolutely obliterating him. Oh, we've lost the power of the double damage. Not that that really matters, because we're still on that. And then all that going through him. You think I care about your zombies? You think I'd give a crap? I am the ultimate waterbender. You shall fear me. Me, the master bender. Expert at my craft. That was glorious. I severely underestimated that. Oh, don't do it again! Oh, come on! Why? I've done it on this character! What are you doing, Isaac? Do you punish me so? How dare you make me go through the game on the incredibly awesome fun synergy again? Oh, no. Oh, whatever will I do? Oh... Back in a moment, and I will tell you the result of my bakery gang war. Alright, here we go. Alrighty, everybody, here we are back on the Room 2 on my torrent of purple loveliness, and we are going to go annihilate it lives. Now, there's something in the air. No, there's not really. But what I did notice, which I don't know if it was there earlier or I just didn't notice it or whatever, it looks, if I can get it to work, I really hope I can. Let's see if I can get it to work. Let me head into this room. Oh, it's not quite doing it. Okay, on screen right now. Here's hoping I remembered to actually put it on screen, and this is just going to be really awkward. On screen right now is me attacking with this synergy, and if you look closely, it actually looks like ocean waves gently going backwards and forth, like an actual water effect in the tiers. You can see it. If you look closely, it really does look like it. How awesome is that? It's really neat. So back to our just spam ridiculous explosion loveliness. It's pure simple beauty. What we're going to do now is change it for the third and final time by getting tractor beam, which gives us a much different type of setup, because we've now got it more moving along in the line and just having this lovely continued, well, I guess it is very beamy, a la the beautiful beam of last time, and now we do have a lot of options when it comes to this. Look at that, how cool does that look? And then we have the hooking one, which isn't quite as good, wub wub, which we've seen, making it nice and chunky. We have that, which is very cool, spamming out through the beam, and we have this one, nothing crazy there. And finally slowing it up. So I think my favorite one with this is probably, again, the flatworm, just because it makes them a lot more diamondy shape and really funnels this beam into a point, which I think looks fantastic. I really do. I'm a big fan of it. So let me grab that once more. We'll kill a few rooms with it, just a little bit of butchery, and then I'm gonna do one final thing. Yes, I am. Hey guys, how you doing? I mean, it still looks amazing, doesn't it? And without the thing, not quite as good anymore. It's mostly just splashing, but I think it does make this look freaking amazing, especially when it flicks to red like that. So what I'm going to add now then, because as I said, there's so many ways for you to take this that are just, well, arguably equally as good. So I will grab ourselves the continuum, which obviously then makes it, well, continuum and do its thing. And as we know, a continuum beam is always very fun, and it just kind of makes it spaz out a little bit, but we don't have the range for it to go all the way around, so it kind of just chills a little bit. And then the final item and final modification is taking the reflection boomerang tears, which just makes it go a little bit on the mental. Like, what is even happening anymore? Like, what is occurring here? It just kind of makes the whole thing freak out. So I would love to know, guys, at what stage you think this achieved pure brilliance. At what point do you think it kind of peaked and was really glorious as the ultimate MONSTROS lung? So, back to the bakery. They obviously replied with, well then go get one from that bakery, which, you know, duh, that makes sense. My plan instantly foiled. It just gets so weird. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So my plan instantly foiled in that regard. So I was like, well, I mean, I may as well go for broke. So I walked back to the other one. Yes, I know. I went back to the other one, and I walked in, and I was like, the other bakery just told me to come here for a cold sausage roll. And I have never seen anyone look at me in such a way that seems they're trying to manage the feelings of, I'm furious at this guy, but now I'm kind of convinced he's actually just retarded. And it looked like she was chewing a toffee with a wasp in the mix. It was hilarious. But also, she was clearly pissed off, and I was like, yeah, pushed it too far. God damn it. God freaking damn it. Look at this. What is even happening right now? What I'm going to do is actually get Libra and then just see how this occurs. It's just so like, what is going on? Oh, so we'll go back to our loveliness. Here we have it, and it's just going mental. Because the reason I didn't want to make this the main synergy is because obviously it does look very, well, mostly similar to the beam, but there you have it. So obviously she wasn't very happy. And then she uttered the words, which I think I can actually claim as something very impressive that I have done in my life. And, oh god, this looks great, doesn't it? It looks very, very cool. And I think she uttered the words that I think I have a very big achievement. She uttered the words, do you want to be barred from this bakery? Have you ever heard of anyone being also, how awesome is this with this spacebar? Just these hovering, crackling, glowing squares of glory just waiting to destroy everything. And then the lovely little explosion of blue when they finally do land. I love it so much. But how many people have you heard about that have been literally banned from a freaking bakery? Like, surely that is an achievement of mine, right? That's at least something that I could say I've done in my life. So obviously, like, no, I'm sorry, I won't, I'll stop now, because I wanted to be able to come there for lunch the next day. But you still gotta wonder how you go about getting banned from a freaking bakery. I never did get my cold sausage roll. I never even got it in the end. That's how sad it was. I wonder if this is just gonna... Look at it! One round from the spacebar is nearly soloing the entire thing because they were in the air for so long. We've got the second wave. Can it actually do it? Holy crap! It soloed it all the way to nearly phase 2. Did one press of the spacebar. Oh, what loveliness. What glorious loveliness. So there you go, guys. A menagerie of MONSTROS lung awesomeness. The tidal wave of doom. Yes, indeed. Like if you've enjoyed this, it means the world to me, and it helps Synergy Lab grow strong. Try not to get banned from a bakery by repeatedly asking for cold sausage rolls, and I'll see you later on, guys. Goodbye.